Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Come Deliverance on the GeForce GT 1030 for performance monitoring. I'll be using Cam. If you want to download the software, there's a link down in the description, and if you want to support me, there are Humble and Amazon affiliate links down in the description as well. So Come Deliverance, I'll be doing 1080p, 900p and 720p. To skip down at those sections of the video, check the description below. So well, first of all, I'm testing 1080p with the overclock GT 1030. On the rest of the resolutions, there won't be any overclock on the GPU. And well, overall what I noticed was that on 1080p I wasn't able to maintain 30 frames per second consistently, even at the lowest settings. So I'll just show you the lowest settings and what frame rate I'm getting, between 20 and 30 frames per second pretty much. But it likes to hover around 25 frames per second most of the time. Then on 900p lowest settings, we had 30 frames per second more often. I saw drops into the mid-20s when you're close to a very dense forest. So when you're close to a very big forest or something like that, you should see the frame rate drop to the mid-20s. So my recommendation here is to play at 720p with the settings I show you in this video, targeting 30 frames per second. That made the game look way better than 900p and 1080p at the lowest settings. Plus you're getting a more consistent frame rate. But still the game likes to stutter every now and then, especially on places with a lot of people. You'll see a lot of texture pop in and all that kind of stuff. This runs much worse than on the GTX 750 Ti, and I suspect that's due to the memory bandwidth on this GPU. Remember, we only have a 64-bit bus, and the 750 Ti has a 128-bit bus, which is kind of a bummer, but that's how it is. And now I'm going to talk to you about the options menu and my experience testing this game. So in some of the videos where I tested this game, I used a Ryzen 3 1200 with a 3.9 GHz overclock and an i3 6100, which that last one should be similar to a G4560 in performance. And well, overall I didn't see a huge difference between them in this game. I saw a little more consistency on the Ryzen 3 chip, but remember that it's overclocked to 3.9 GHz, so it kinda makes sense. The game still likes to drop below 60, so I would recommend for a CPU if you want 60 frames per second. Apart from having a decent enough GPU, I would recommend something like an i3 8100 for more consistent frames, or an i5 8400 since you have more cores there, plus the higher single-threaded performance, so that should help out inconsistency in these open places. And well, in the options menu, the options that gave me the biggest difference in performance by lowering them were shader quality, shadows, and lighting quality. Those are the three that gave me the biggest boost in performance. It's usually a massive FPS boost, sometimes I get double the frame rate. Then the other ones I didn't mention, just lower them in groups. But so far the biggest difference again is shader quality, shadows, and lighting quality. On lighting quality, especially at night, you'll see a major difference in performance. If you're using low or medium on lighting, the torches won't generate any shadows. That's why it makes such a big difference at night in the lighting quality. Then the shadows is the resolution and distance of the shadows. And while the rest of the options, you can see the difference, you can see what they do just by reading the bottom right corner of the screen. It has a very short explanation of what each option does. And I also noticed some stutters every now and then, just texture pop in. And in order to help fix that, I had to lower the texture quality so the textures just show up quicker. Even if you have enough VRAM, the game just doesn't load the textures sometimes. It seems to be just very big textures or it's not properly optimized. And I also tested this very quickly on an SSD and I noticed that the stutters happen less often, plus some of the pop-in was decreased. So having a faster hard drive this time around when you're moving fast through the map can make a small difference. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you keep enjoying the video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
Left. Hamburg is to the left, along the stream.
Kibaszok veled!
Na gyertek, Lani! Széthaddallak, te fottalista! Tekerem a nyakat, te nyomor!
Run for it!
A pokolba nézed! Végettek, genyó! Eltaposlak, mint egy szekve!
Warn the others! They've tore its scallops!
Kapd egyet! Megöllek, te
Go! They'll kill you all!
tekerem a nyakat, véged! Tudod, hogy fog végződni?
Don't touch me, or I'll kill you!
Hozd rendesen a disztót, hogy ne rúgasson annyira!
Go to hell, you bastard!
Kitekerem a nyakat, te nyomor! A pokolba végzed!
Left. Hamburg is to the left, along the stream.
Kibaszok veled! Széthaddallak, te fottalista!
Tudod, hogy fog végződni?
Ma a pokolban végzed!
Run for it!
Végettek, genyó!
Gyertek, Dani!
Kapd egyet! Most véged!
Szétszabdallak, te postalista!
Warn the others! They've tore its scallops! Run for it!
Tudod, hogy fog végződni? Kibaszok veled!
Kézzelkerem a nyakat, te nyomoron!
Be a bit more.